Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Kathleen Benjamin here, a place where we celebrate mature beauty. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of Jones Road What the Foundation and Typology, the Serum Tint. This is going to be like a no makeup foundation, and I'm going to do a wear test with it. I'm going to apply it side by side. I'm going to have a full day ahead of me, and then I'm going to check in at the end of the day and we can take a closer look at how it held up throughout the day. So if that interests you, continue watching. So first up on the chopping block is this Typology. This is a French brand. It comes in a glass bottle. You get 1 ounce of product for $39.50. It's a very Parisian type feel to it. It's a very light, minimalist, chic type of foundation, which I happen to love it. It's very, very lightweight. So if you like a lightweight foundation, this might be something that you're interested in. Next up, we have the Jones Road What the Foundation, and you can get this for $42 for 1.7 ounces worth of product. And you can see it also comes in a glass jar. It's a lot creamier. These products, I would classify them as being mid-range. They're not really high-end foundations, but you get a little bit more product here with the Jones Road, so you get a little bit more bang for your buck here. So both of these are very lightweight, and I'm going to apply both of them today with my fingers. They both claim to wear for about 6 to 8 hours, so like I said, we'll check in later and see how they hold up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck my hair back. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit closer so you can see how it applies. And you can see that I do have, you know, some different areas that probably I'll have to go in. They also have a concealer that I'm going to go in with and just kind of do some touch-ups with when I'm done. I'm going to shake this up. And then what I'm going to do, I think the last time I applied it with a brush. And this time, like I said, I'm going to use my fingers. And I'm going to go in right here. And let's see. It's a very faint smell. Feels lovely going on. Very cool. It's not too heavy, that's for sure. I mean, it's very, very light coverage. But you can see it doesn't look heavy or cakey on the skin. So I think they only have 5 shades of this, but this is in the color Fair 2? Yeah, it's in, yeah, 2 Clair actually. And it's packed with skincare. There's vitamin C in here, and there's also Aloe Vera. So if you definitely like a foundation that also gives it, you know, a little bit more of a punch with the skincare in there, then you would definitely like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go across my forehead up here. That is the Typology in the Tinted Serum Type 2. It's a little dark, but the summer months are coming and I will be using like a tanner on my face. But you can see it dries down very nicely. It has almost like a very slight powdery feel to it, but very, very subtle, you know. So it does dry down very nicely. You can see how wet it was when it went on, but within seconds, it really does dry down nicely. If you are oily, you might want to use a little bit of powder, especially around those areas where you would have a tendency to like produce more oil, like your nose area or on the cheeks, or up here on your forehead. Okay, so let's go over now and use the What the Foundation, the Jones Road, and this is in, I think this is light Clair. So what I'm going to do is just go in. I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to dab it in there, take about that much product, and go in over here and apply that. So you can see the color is a good color. And again, this is more or less for somebody who likes the no makeup look. I would say both are easy to apply. This one has a little bit stronger smell to it, and I can't really identify what the scent is. I don't know, it kind of feels like maybe like a minty type smell to it. Yeah, so there you go, you can see that side. I feel like with this What the Foundation, the best way to apply this is definitely with your fingers, for sure. As a matter of fact, I had tried doing it in when I first purchased it with the sponge, and then I tried it with the brush, and you know, and then somebody had shared with me that doing it with your fingers is probably the best way to apply it. And you know what, they're absolutely right. So, and again, it feels like skincare on your skin. It does not feel like you're wearing a foundation. It certainly does not settle into any of those fine lines. I think you can get a little bit more coverage with the foundation, but there you can see them up close. These are gonna be a good fit for me for the summer, especially, you know, being outdoors more. I just kind of like everything to be lighter looking. Now, if I did need to go in and touch up a little bit, I can take, they have these concealer pencils. I can go in there and touch up in different areas, like here around my nose. And the same thing with the Typology. I can go in, you have this little tube, which I have to admit, I like a pencil better because it's a little bit easier to, you know, to apply this. With this tube, you gotta get your hands dirty again, but whatever. Blends into the skin very nicely. Okay, there you go. That's both now with the concealer on. And the foundation, like I know everybody always complains that they feel like it feels very sticky when it goes down, but already, I mean, it still feels like it's very, to me, it just feels like it's moisturized, right? But, and I'm telling you, like in 10 minutes, it'll feel very much like, just like I have like like skincare on, really. Very, very light. Now, let's dive into a little bit about the differences between the two of them. Typology's theory is skincare first. So this is packed with a lot of skincare. Vitamin C, it's squalane, there's aloe vera, it's fragrance free, it's made for sensitive skin. Oh, it has 12 shades. I thought it only had like 5 shades, but I guess they offer 12 shades. And you're talking zero waste here, so you can recycle these bottles. So with Jones Road, it's completely recyclable also. So this is a balm, it's not a liquid, and it's packed with jojoba oil and hyaluronics to sort of plump the skin. This comes in 16 shades. If you're a germaphobe and you don't like to stick your fingers in products, then you may not like this. And I can tell you, when I first saw this product, that was my initial reaction. When you see the pictures of them sticking their finger in it, I was like, oh my God, like I couldn't imagine using a product like that, only because it would become contaminated so quickly. And for those of you who don't know, I have a hair and makeup company, and I'm all about like sanitary and keeping things clean. So if I would have seen somebody do that, I would have been freaked out. So, but anyways, it would be your own germs, and you wouldn't have to worry if you were only using it on yourself, and that's really how I justify using it now. So this one is pretty much for like anybody who's a minimalist, right? And this one is just a little bit more indulgent for somebody who likes a little bit more of a balmier, like a little bit more coverage with the foundation. All right, so now which one wins everybody's hearts? So Typology has a cult following, especially in Europe. Huge on Instagram for its clean beauty. I'm sure women love it because it's, like I just shared throughout this video, it's just very lightweight and airy on the skin. It feels lovely, it really does. So Jones Road has a huge following on TikTok. It became huge after 2022 when the influencers just were like going wild with this stuff. And I don't know, if you're on YouTube and you see the ads that come up for this all the time, it's like crazy, right? They're like on every single video. And the thing that people love about it most is very hydrating. And I can definitely attest to that. And that's one of the things that I love about it for my mature dry skin. This one definitely has more popularity than Typology, but Typology certainly has its own following. So there's definitely a little bit of drama behind Jones Road. If people either love it or they hate it. There's no in between, like, oh yeah, I could take or leave it. No, not with this one. And I happen to be on the love it side. So I'm gonna pop in later on. I'm going to do my wear test, and I'm gonna give you my verdict on both of these, which I have worn and I love them, but we can kind of see how they hold up. This one supposedly is supposed to hold up a little for like 2 hours longer, but whatever. So anyway, comment below, let me know, have you used either one of these? Which one is your favorite? And yeah, just kind of let us know, and also let us know how you apply it. Okay, so I'm here for my check-in. It's been about 6-7 hours since I applied the foundations. I'm looking at it now in a magnifying mirror, and I would say both sides wore off evenly, right? There wasn't a big difference between either side. I think maybe there's a little bit more coverage on the Jones Road side, but for the most part, it looks about the same. It didn't really settle into any of my fine lines. I did go to the hairdressers and had my hair colored and blown out. So, I mean, I've been under like a lot of stress that way, my skin has been, because you know how they go through and remove the color from your forehead after you've had that done. So it's kind of worn off there, which is normal. But other than that, I think it really boils down to application, maybe in price. Would be like a few dollars between the Jones Road and the Typology. And whether or not you would want more skincare in your product as opposed to just the foundation. The foundation does have a slight scent to it, so you will smell that if it bothers you, like if scents bother you. That might be an issue. It doesn't really bother me. The Typology does not have any scent to it whatsoever. But honestly, because I do really like the no makeup look, I put my makeup on once. I typically don't go and touch it up unless I have like a big event that's going on. And then I'll just come in at the end of the day and I just wash it off. So if it wears off a little bit, I'm not totally, blown away by, or I'm not totally upset by that. So, I don't know, you comment below, let me know what your thoughts are, but this is my check-in. And so comment below, let me know what your thoughts are. Have you used either one of these foundations? If you prefer one over the other and why you do. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you gained any value from this video, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.